Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're tackling something truly special, a dessert that's universally loved. The perfect brownie. Forget those dry, cakey brownies from a box mix. I'm going to show you how to make incredibly rich, fudgy, and decadent brownies from scratch. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. These have a beautiful, shiny, crackly top, a super moist and chewy center, and are packed with intense chocolate flavor. So, if you ready to up your baking game and become the brownie expert among your friends and family, you're in the right place. Let's get baking! First things first, let's gather our ingredients. This is a crucial step to make sure everything goes smoothly. You'll need unsalted butter, granulated sugar, large eggs, pure vanilla extract, all-purpose flour, unsweetened cocoa powder, a little bit of salt, and of course, the star of the show, good quality chocolate. I'm using a mix of semi-sweet and dark chocolate chunks for that extra gooey, melty texture. Preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius is also key. And don't forget to prep your baking pan. I'm using an 8x8-inch square pan, and I'm going to grease it and line it with parchment paper, leaving a little overhang on the sides. This little trick is a lifesaver. It makes lifting the brownies out of the pan so much easier later on. Alright, oven is preheating, pan is prepped. Let's make some magic. We're going to start by melting our butter and chocolate together! You can do this in a saucepan over low heat, or in a microwave-safe bowl in short bursts. The key is to go low and slow. You don't want to scorch the chocolate. Just stir it gently until it's completely smooth and glossy. Look at that gorgeous liquid chocolate! The smell alone is incredible. Once it's all melted, we'll set this aside for a few minutes to cool down slightly. We don't want to scramble our eggs when we add them in. This cooling step is important for getting that perfect texture. Now, in a separate large bowl, we're going to whisk together our granulated sugar and eggs. You want to whisk these vigorously for a good 2 to 3 minutes? You can use a hand mixer or just good old-fashioned arm power. What we're looking for is for the mixture to become lighter in color and slightly thicker. This process of incorporating air into the eggs and sugar is what helps create that signature shiny, crackly top on our brownies. It's a non-negotiable step for me. After you're done whisking, stir in your vanilla extract. Okay, our chocolate and butter mixture has cooled down a bit. It's time to combine our wet ingredients. Slowly pour the melted chocolate mixture into the egg and sugar mixture, whisking continuously as you pour. Keep whisking until it's all beautifully combined and looks like a glorious chocolate river. See how smooth and silky that is. This is the base of all that fudgy goodness we're aiming for. It's already looking amazing. Next up are the dry ingredients. In a small bowl, just whisk together your all-purpose flour, unsweetened cocoa powder, and a pinch of salt. Giving them a quick whisk helps to break up any lumps and ensures everything is evenly distributed. Now, we're going to gently fold the dry ingredients into our wet chocolate mixture. It's really important to use a spatula and fold, not stir or whisk. We've worked hard to get air into our eggs, and now we want to be gentle. Overmixing at this stage can develop the gluten in the flour too much, which can lead to tough, cakey brownies instead of fudgy ones. So, just fold until you no longer see any streaks of flour. A few little lumps are perfectly fine. The final touch before baking! This is where you can get creative. I'm folding in a generous amount of chocolate chunks. You can also add chopped nuts like walnuts or pecans, or even some caramel bits or peanut butter chips. Gently fold them into the batter until they're just distributed. Try not to eat all the batter straight from the bowl. I know it's tempting. Now, pour this thick, luscious batter into your prepared baking pan. Use your spatula to spread it out evenly, making sure it gets into all the corners. It's time for the oven. We're going to bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius for about 30 to 35 minutes. Now, baking time can vary depending on your oven, so it's important to know what to look for. The edges should look set and slightly pulled away from the sides of the pan. The top should be shiny and set. The best way to check for doneness is the toothpick test, but with a twist. For fudgy brownies, you don't want the toothpick to come out completely clean. You want it to come out with a few moist, fudgy crumbs attached. If it comes out with wet batter, it needs a few more minutes. If it comes out totally clean, you might have overbaked it. And here they are, fresh out of the oven. The smell in here is absolutely divine. Now, I know this is the hardest part, but you have to let them cool completely in the pan. I mean it. Completely. This allows them to set up properly. If you try to cut them while they're still warm, you'll end up with a delicious but messy pile of goo. So, be patient. It's worth the wait, I promise. Let them cool in a wire rack for at least an hour, or even better, a couple of hours. Once they've completely cooled, you can use those parchment paper overhangs to lift the entire slab of brownies right out of the pan. See? So easy! Place them on a cutting board. 4 clean cuts. Use a large, sharp knife. A great tip is to run the knife under hot water and wipe it dry between each cut. This helps you get those perfectly clean, professional-looking squares. Look at that cross-section. The crackly top, the dense, fudgy center, those pockets of melted chocolate, ... It's pure perfection. And there you have it, the ultimate guide to making the best homemade brownies you will ever taste. They are rich, chewy, intensely chocolatey, and 1,000 times better than anything from a box. These are perfect for any occasion, or just for a Tuesday when you need a little pick-em-up. I hope you give this recipe a try. And if you do, let me know how it turns out in the comments below. What are your favorite brownie add-ins? I'd love to hear your ideas. Thank you so much for baking with me today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more delicious recipes. See you next time.